Greetings everyone and welcome to the Occult Think Tank. My name is Greg. In this video I am going to be going back in time and showing you a video that I made 12 years ago on my original YouTube channel, Pastor Iblis. All of this came about back then because I had met Tom Blackwood and he had a conflict going on with the ONA. Even though he himself is a theistic Satanist and they're a theistic Satanist organization, you would think they would get along, but no, they didn't. And basically, I was his pit bull. If he had an issue with somebody, he would hand me their name and so forth and let me do my research. And I did. And I compiled the information and made the video. The Order of Nine Angles fucking hate me. Because I showed just how much of a laughingstock David Myatt, the founder of Order of Nine Angles, is, and how he speaks gibberish a lot of times. But one thing I want to point out, and it's a bit of a spoiler for what's coming, David Myatt was also behind a group called Combat 18. You might be wondering why Combat 18. Well, 18 in the alphabet, English alphabet, are the alphabetical letters A-H. You know what that is? Adolf Hitler. That's right. David Myatt was a neo-Nazi. This is what the Order of Nine Angles 21 points, because somebody mentioned this in the last video I did on Satanism, and I'm going to go over these. And unlike what Anton LaVey put out, that I have pretty much no problem with, this I have massive problems with it, but I'm still going to read it in the same way. I'm just going to be on camera as I do it. The 21 Satanic points. Number 1. Respect not pity or weakness, for they are a disease which makes sick the strong. That makes no fucking sense. I've read that multiple times. Makes no fucking sense. It's word salad. It's a bunch of gibberish. Number 2. Test always your strength, for therein lies success. No. You can't always muscle through everything. What is more important than trying to power your way through is think your way through. While there are some problems and some issues in life that you do need to have brute strength, most of life's issues are best solved with the mind. This is the strongest muscle you have, not your arms. Number 3. Seek happiness in victory, but never in peace. Number 4. Enjoy a short rest better than a long. That's just not healthy. On the short term, yeah, fine. When I was in the Army, we would regularly have sleep interrupted, either with fire watch or just the sleep deprivation that the military would do but you can't always do a short rest. Sometimes your body simply needs a long rest, especially if you have a cold or any type of, with like when COVID was going on. If you are sick, what your body needs most is rest. So that is not a universal, it'll work all the time. No. There are times that is absolutely unhealthy. Number 5, come as a reaper, for thus you will sow. That's horseshit. That is just trying to sound sinister. And I'm coming as a reaper. Oh. ONA is a joke. Number 6, never love anything so much you cannot see it die. What a miserable fucking existence that would be. That is, talk about a recipe for a horrible life. Somebody that their life ain't worth shit, but we're getting to that. Number 7, build not upon sand, but upon rock. And build not for today or yesterday, but for all time. David Myatt is fucking stupid. And anyone that buys into this is fucking stupid. Why the fuck would you build for all time when you're not going to be alive for all fucking time? You're going to fucking die sometime. And if you're buying into this horse shit, you're probably going to die sooner than most. It just, ugh. Number 8, strive ever for more, for conquest is never done. That almost ties in with what I had said about people, the fantasies of an afterlife cheapen life because they're not happy with what they have right now. It just doesn't work. Number 9, and die rather than submit. If you die, you're done. It's no wonder that he went to radical Islam. Because the truth of the matter is, there are some times, especially at a job, you have to submit to some bullshit in order to accomplish your ends of getting the paycheck and being able to do what you want to do in life. If you die rather than submit to a system where you can better yourself, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. Number 10, forge not works of art, but swords of death, for therein lies great art. No. That is just stupid. Number 11, learn to raise yourself above yourself so you can triumph over all. That makes no sense. How do you raise yourself above yourself? Anyone that is with this stupid order of 9 angles, explain to me how you raise yourself above yourself. Because no matter how high you raise yourself, you are yourself is always higher. You can't fucking do it. Number 12. The blood of the living makes good fertilizer, for the seeds of the new. This is just someone trying to sound sinister. They're trying to sound like they're some big shot, when really they're a weak little shit. Okay. Number 13. He who stands atop the highest pyramid of skulls can see the furthest. Again, it's just trying to sound sinister. It's just trying to be, look at me, I'm a big fucking shot. Number 14. Discard not love, but treat it as an imposter. But ever be just. What? That is fucking gibberish. Number 15. All that is great is built upon sorrow. Number 16. Strive not forward, but upward, for greatness lies in the highest. This is so fucking stupid. Number 17. Come as a fresh, strong wind that breaks yet also creates. That's fucking impossible. If you're breaking, you're not fucking creating. Oh, this is so mind-numbingly stupid. Number 18. Let love of life be a goal, but let your highest goal be greatness. This is stupid. This is moronically stupid. Number 19. Nothing is beautiful except man, but the most beautiful is woman. Talk about contradicting yourself in the same sentence. This is moronic. I love women. I find them beautiful. But you don't start out. Nothing is beautiful except man. And then try to give an exception to that. No. It should be worded a hell of a lot better. Number 20. Reject all illusion and lies, for they hinder the strong. Yeah. 21. 21. What does not kill makes stronger. Horseshit. What doesn't kill you can leave you paralyzed or permanently fucked up to where you need therapy. The idea what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That is horseshit. There are a lot of people that have been, a lot of children that have been seriously fucked up in their life. They're never going to be stronger because of the abuse they went through, especially if the abuse was so bad that it would cause the mind to fragment, creating what used to be called multiple personality disorder. It is now called dissociative identity disorder. And once the mind fragments, creating an alter personality, they're never the same. And they're not stronger. They're weaker. Because their brain has been so damaged by the abuse that they went through. That is just moronic. This is why most aspects of Satanism, I would regard them as much of a joke as Christianity. But I am going to play the video that I did on the Order of Nine Angles. Brace yourself, people.
Greetings, my name is Pastor Iblis. This video is part 2 of the origin of Pastor Iblis, and in this one I am going to explain about the group that calls themselves the ONA. They have no voice, because the only one that can speak for them is David Myatt, aka Anton Long, aka Abdul Azizi Myatt. He converted to Islam in 1998 and denies any association with the ONA. And as you will see in the website that is before you, David Myatt, aka Anton Long, had said that he was asked in an interview about if some of his members had spoken for the ONA or retaliated and so forth. And what he had said was rather interesting. What he said, and I quote, is this: "But haven't some of your members responded to criticism? No, some of our associates may have." I use the word associates advisedly. Occasionally done such things. Most usually as a learning experience for themselves, but no one is authorized to speak by or on behalf of the ONA except you. Anton Long smiles. Except me, naturally. Thus, those individuals, those associates, present only their own views and their own perspective, their own opinion, deriving as such things do from an incomplete and sometimes erroneous understanding which abounds among those who are not masters/lady masters. I have not bothered to correct such errors and mistakes as have very occasionally occurred when such individuals associated with us over the past decade have, via the internet medium, ventured forth an opinion or view of their own. It is for those individuals to learn, so correct themselves, and for others to have the magical empathy, the esoteric understanding to perceive such errors and mistakes for the errors and mistakes they are. And that, as all of this is coming from, is the sinister dialectic of the Order of Nine Angles. Now, what I'm going to get to next is what is termed, he terms them a living Nexian. And you know what that means? Absolutely nothing. I did a search on the term living Nexian. It does not exist. The term Nexian, Nexion, is a travel company. There is no such thing as a Nexian, let alone a living Nexian. This is why the ONA people hate me, because I do actual research. There's also another term that he tosses around like water. Two of them. Causal and acausal. Here is the definition of something that is causal. Number 1, expressing or indicating cause. 2, of relating to or constituting a cause. 3, involving causation or a cause. Number 4, arising from a cause. Basically the idea of a God concept. The idea that something was created. It was brought about intentionally. It had a cause. And acausal, logically, would be lacking a cause, causal principle. Or number 2, not following the principles of final causation or linear direction. Now, pretty much this can sound like a whole bunch of fucking gibberish. And the reason I will quote this at will, and the ONA cannot say anything, is because of this. Thus, as a living order, we offer a certain guidance and a system of training for those who might be interested, just as our way, our mythos, can be used freely by others in whatever way and for whatever purpose they choose, which is one reason we reject the restriction, the morality of copyright. So there's nothing that they will ever write that they can try to say, you can't say that, that's copyrighted. No, according to David Myatt, the ONA people reject the morality of copyright. The term the left-hand path has become pretty much universal for satanic organizations. The term was coined, from what I can find, first by Madame Blavatsky, but it was made most well known by Anton LaVey with the book The Satanic Bible. Left hand has become universally shunned. The right has been associated with all things good and pure, while the left is associated with the unholy, evil, and regulated to the inferior. In Judaism and Christianity, the right side of the body represents the first stage of creation, daytime consciousness, Adam, man, and active power. The left represents the second stage of creation, earth, matter, Eve, women, and the receptivity. The word left in many languages is associated with evil, trouble, or the devil. In Latin, it comes from sinister, which could tie in with the ONA's interestedness being sinister in their sinister dialectic. It's quite interesting when you consider that David Myatt became a radical terrorist type of Muslim in 1998. He joined a very radical racist type of Islam, which shouldn't be surprising given the fact that he was a neo-Nazi for a number of years and was he was the founder of British National Socialist Movement, NSM, who's been jailed for racist acts, has changed his name to Abdul Aziz bin Myatt. There is information on him in the website that is on the screen now, so you can read all through this to see his former neo-Nazi connections and now his radical terrorist Muslim connections. And this is the so-called founder of the ONA who denies the ONA. He denies he was ever involved in a satanic organization. So pretty much the ONA has been muzzled by someone that denies ever being associated with them. The only one that can speak on the behalf of the ONA is David Myatt, aka Anton Long, but he denies ever being involved with them, so they're not going to be saying a damn thing. The last thing I want to get to is where it's written in their sinister dialectic bullshit about alchemical symbiosis. There is no such thing. I had to look this up in taking the words separately. Alchemy, which you see now, and symbiosis, neither of which compare with each other. Alchemy deals with turning base metals to gold, whereas symbiosis refers to a biological relationship. These two are incompatible with each other. What he did was he made gibberish. And these ONA followers are too fucking stupid to realize he's feeding them a bunch of bullshit, mixing causal and acausal back and forth so much that these fuckers get confused and just go along with it. He is a fucking cult leader that has turned a radical Muslim. He is a dangerous frickin' individual that needs to be pretty much taken out of the equation. But this is Pastor Iblis.
That, I have to admit, I was brutal. The thing is, I couldn't help but laugh when I had mentioned the aspect of they reject the morality of copyright. And if any ONA member responds to this video or comments on it, they're not responding for the ONA, they're responding as an associate. And it might be a learning experience for them. This is the type of nonsensical gibberish that David Myatt was engaged in. And the thing is, that's what the Order of Nine Ankles is about. Not all satanic organizations are worth a damn. It's just like different sects of a religion. It is why, while I agree with aspects of LaVeyan Satanism, it's a big reason why I don't use the term Satanist with myself. Because it's too fragmented, it's too scatterbrained, it's too interested in people that want to sound sinister and do that bullshit as if that gets you anywhere. It doesn't. But feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And yes, I can use that video all I want because I was Pastor Iblis. There's no copyright infringement because I can't copyright infringe myself. I mean, that's just... Anyway, feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Later, people.